Welcome back for Breaking the News. I'm Janice Shortle. So our state was front and center today for the debate playing out across the country. Should transgender women and girls have the right to play sports that align with their gender identity or not? Today, lawmakers made their arguments, but they were not the only voices at the People's House today, not by a long shot. Kent went to St. Paul. He's outside the House chamber right now. He got to hear the voices of the people in St. Paul. Hi, Kent.
Hi, Jana. Yeah, first things first, inside the chamber, that bill failed on a party line vote at about 6 o'clock tonight. But as you mentioned, outside the chamber, the voices were loud, both for and against this bill. And it is clear the debate over trans athletes isn't going anywhere. From the entrance to the House,
let's protect our girls,
to the footsteps of the Capitol. Hundreds of Minnesotans showed up both in support and opposition to trans athletes participating in girls' and women's sports.
Because I have a little girl.
And I do two sports, dancing and swimming.
Joanna Jackson and her 6-year-old daughter Hannah traveled all the way from Aitkin, Minnesota to join the rally in support of H.R. 12.
And we feel that there is a league for boys and then there's the league for the girls.
Today's House vote on House File 12.
Jackson joined a morning rally headlined by Riley Gaines, the former University of Kentucky swimmer who competed against transgender swimmer Leah Thomas in 2022.
I am here to tell all of you there is nothing to be ashamed of in standing up for girls and women.
The problem is trans girls and trans women are girls and they are women. They're not men. And so I think just when we use that kind of language to evoke fear, for me it's a big red flag that this isn't the real issue.
Laura Bergman, another local mother of two, attended rallies in support of trans athletes who have been able to compete according to gender identity for the past decade, largely without issue, in accordance with the Minnesota Human Rights Act.
This is really such a small percentage of athletes that this would actually negatively impact by banning them. And so it's really not about fairness in sports.
Those supporters of the bill say percentages have no bearing on fairness.
What is the point of girls and boys teams if males are allowed to play on girls-only teams?
8th grade volleyball player Ainsley Carlson joined the rally's speakers.
In my opinion, one girl off the podium is one too many. Are you with me?
But long after the cheers for the bill faded and it failed to pass inside, those supporting trans kids stayed and played games outside, worried about what remains on the horizon.
Just last week, the state of Iowa stripped gender identity out of their civil rights protections, the first state ever in the history of this nation to do so. And I think that is the context that we view this bill through. This is not just a bill about sports. It's not just a bill about fairness or safety. This is really about trying to redefine how our state views a class of people.
Kent, the big question after this, because this took the sum of really a day to be talked about in the House and then voted down. So what happens next? Is someone going to try to bring this up again?
Well, essentially, it's dead in the legislature this session, as far as we can tell, because the House, as you mentioned, it came up for a vote. It was voted down. Republicans did that strategically because of where the vote is right now with Democrats. They know it's split. The same thing Senate Republicans tried to do on that side, and Democrats, because of the split, denied it for coming up. So really, this issue with sports is dead. Now, there's a bigger question, though, when it comes to the Title IX investigation on the federal level. Will that maybe impact the legislature and how federal funds are doled out? That's a bigger question for the courts and the federal government. But for the State House, this appears to be it.
Yeah, that's right. The investigation into our state and high school league by the feds. Kent, thank you so much for your coverage today. We will be right back.